Ladies and gentlemen, we get today with Kingdom, chapter 511 to 515. Let us get started in this new journey of a kingdom. So let us hop right in. Yeah, let's hop right in. So we ended off the last Kingdom video with Osen basically dipping, saying sayonara and being on his way. We don't know where, but apparently he noticed something that the Riboko planted, that the Riboko established. So let us see what that is. In probably time my throat is killing me. Who have I got the virus? Maybe. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 511, Retsubi's Trap. So there was obviously a mention with Retsubi and there being a potential trap that the Riboku laid out, and that Osen was the only one that noticed. You know, the strategist was the only one that noticed. So, urgent news, sir. Retsubi has fallen. I repeat, Retsubi has fallen to Shin. What did you say? General Kousam-ryu didn't make it in time. Then does that mean he is laying siege to Retsubi right now? No, sir. He has pulled back his troops and set up a Diopo. What? That is fine. He is simply following my orders. There is no need for concern. As the city of Retsubi hides a secret of my own devising. A secret? A secret makes a woman. And if Shin were to make the next move while oblivious to that secret, then this war will be ours to win. What is the secret, bro? You can't just say cryptic shit like that. The chapter is called Retsubi's Trap, so we're gonna find out what the secret is, I guess. Alas, I do not believe that will prove to be the case. I highly doubt he will fail to notice. Osen, that is. Of course, I have no doubts, but even if he does notice, I believe it will only mean the Shin will be unable to take even one step away from Retsubi. Assuming you were the one in Osen's position right now, Rikabu-sama, what would you do? A very good question. Assuming I were the one in Osen's shoes right now, I would say that regardless of the risk it entails, I would still go to take a look at that. So where did he go? What is that? Galloping through the night with Shin's fate on the line. Inside the Retsubi's walls. What the heck do you mean the Supreme Commander just up and vanished? We're in the middle of investigation. Weren't there any messages or something they left behind? There was one. Although it was from Ako-sama, of the first who we believe has left to go with Osen-sama. What did he say? All troops are to hold position in Retsubi for 3 days and await further orders, he said. What? Quiet down, girl. Can't you see that we're just as confused as you are? What's the point of our head start on Ryoku if we're just going to waste 3 days sitting on our asses here? I told you already. There is no point yelling at us. The He-Shin unit's women sure are feisty. Is that really the only thing he said? Your turn, Masama. Did he not mention anything concerning the city itself? The city itself? Oh, she clocked on immediately. What about my boy Kanki? Some shit's going on at Osen's headquarters. Something about their general being gone and no one to find him. Huh? Osen is missing. The hell? It's cause the city is... Of course, all the generals, they clocked on immediately. Huh? You say something, boss? Nah. They know right away. 2 days since Osen vanished, during which the Shin army did not set foot outside the city walls even once. Naturally, only the upper echelon were aware of Osen's disappearance. The rank and file simply believed this was a rest and preparation for the next march. Of course, the big boss coming in with all the other big bosses in the room. Looks like everyone's here, Moten. Yeah, you've got some nerve lying to me, mountain woman. I never said it was just going to be the two of us. Hey. She's like, bruh, what you gonna do, son? Come at me, bruh. Come at me, bruh. I'll show you the might of your Tenwa. Your Tenwa. The death. The part about having something to discuss was true. Have a seat, General. We'd like to hear your opinion too. Shin, that's a general seat. Give it up. Yeah, I'm butch over. Piss off. Hurry up and get started, Moten. This isn't the time for that. Yeah, no, that's like poor shit. Poor shit, lad. Then allow me to skip the formalities and cut straight to the point. The city of Retsubi has been purposely constructed in a way that makes it hard to hold. Ah. Okay. Okay. Why? If it was hard to hold, then they basically lost it right away. Then it wasn't even that impressive that it took it over. Huh? What? Huh? What the hell are you talking about, Moten? You didn't tell him before. Nope. I've been busy looking around the city. Figured he'd make a fuss too. I'm amazed he didn't notice when you were attacking it. For a gateway to Zhao's heart, it didn't put up much of... Well, you had your time, to be fair, but yeah, it didn't put up much of a fight. You're full of shit. That's because the Hisshin and mountain tribes were too strong. Shit. Don't go talking smack when you just came later relaxing. I had the same opinion when I saw the Hisshin and mountain tribes' actions on that day. But upon entering the city, I got this feeling of something being off, and after 2 days of looking around, that suspicion became certainty. Whether it's the city's walls, awkward height, or the quite frankly messed up pathway, it's clear that this place was built in a way so as to make it hard to defend. And it is my belief that General Osen was the first to notice this, which prompted his sudden disappearance. What's that got to do with the Supreme Commander leaving? That question I do not have an answer to. Wait a sec, just hang on, there's so much info, I can't keep up. Obviously you can't. Consider me shocked. I didn't say, I kind of did say that, but come on, ref. Hey, shut up. I mean, why the hell would the Zhao want Retsubi to be so hard to defend in the first place? Isn't it meant to be their gateway to the inner regions, so that it's easier for them to reclaim? But then why not attack it? Like why would Ryuko pull back his forces? That's what I don't understand. Like, you'd think, okay, time to attack. Perfect time to attack. What do you mean? Think about it. If Retsubi had strong defenses, then in the event it fell into Shinhan's, it would become nigh impregnable as far as the Zhao are concerned. So they chose to go with making Retsubi easier to retake, even if it meant leaving it weaker to begin with. Because the moment an enemy force were to move past the Retsubi and into the Zhao capital's region, the Zhao forces hiding in the Taiko mountain range would swoop down southwards and retake Retsubi, plugging up the enemy's one and only exit. Interesting. But this could basically just be a war of attrition. Just have them encircled and then just let them starve to death. I don't know. With both the escape route and supply chain cut off in a single move, Zhao can slowly surround and choke me. That's what he's got. Basically, literally what I just said. Surround enemies at their leisure. Well, a stratagem far removed from common sense. A defensive strategy that aims to lure in the enemy force, using your own capital as the bait so as to destroy them. That's just, there's only one man now to come on. But he still sacrificed people. That doesn't sit right with me. He sacrificed the soldiers that were at Retsubi, you know? That doesn't really seem like a Riboku to me, but hey. I guess that's what makes it a good strategy. Riboku. Now is not the time to be getting impressed by Riboku. We're the ones who caught them off guard, so we have an advantage. Isn't there anything we can do? There is nothing. Oh, haven't you realized yet? The target of this campaign is Gyo, and the strategy for this all hinges on one absolute requirement: that we maintain a hold on the Retsubi and keep our supply chain flowing. And now, this elaborate strategy crafted by Shohei-kun has completely fallen apart, all because of Retsubi's newly discovered weakness. But that's why Osen left. You know, Ryuko, Shohei-kun was like, Osen, if you wanna improvise, go ahead. Ignore everything that we've planned out. Just improvise. What did you say? Shohei-kun's plan has gone up in smoke. Shin. Creak. No, everyone. Well, it's a bit strange to discuss this while I'm sitting in the Supreme Commander's chair, but right now there are 3 possible courses of action available to us. 3 possible actions, that's right. The first is to leave behind more troops in Retsubi than we originally planned and continue our strategy on Gyo as usual. Weak though as it may be, a city is still a city. So long as there is enough manpower, it's not impossible to hold it. However, whether or not the attack on Gyo will still be successful when we have to leave behind such a large number of troops is another question entirely. That won't work. The whole reason we came with a joint army was because of how many soldiers the attack on Gyo would need. Then what's the second motive? The second is to modify and upgrade Retsubi's weak points and transform. Osen is pretty good at that. You know, we saw him previously transform a mountain into a friggin' fortified, I want to say castle, but it wasn't really a castle, a fortified defense, and transform it into a fort that is capable of withstanding an enemy attack. Modify the city is something like that. possible, Moten. Don't even think about it. How many days do you think something like that will take us? By the time we complete something as time-consuming as this, Ryuko will have returned and will be unable to advance even one step past Retsubi. True. In which case, it would appear that perhaps the only reasonable choice left is the third and final one. Trust Osen, is that what it is? Well, I'd say that, but I imagine everyone here, or Shin already knows what it entails. What is it, Moten? The third choice. We all pack up, turn around, and head home. Defeat is not in his vocabulary. It's not in his book, and I don't think it's in Yosanma's vocabulary, to be totally honest. He's been like on one conquering streak after another, so yeah, I don't see that happening. Huh? What the hell are you saying, Moten? After everything so far has gone so well, if Sensei's plan is shot to shreds, then perhaps that really is at only 10. This isn't a war that you can make work just by charging blindly into it. If we were to enter the area around Zhao's capital without a proper plan in mind, then there is a very real possibility of all 200,000 people here never setting foot on Shin soil ever again. Oh, and don't tell me, even you are. What is it? Will you share with us what you find so amusing, General Kanki? The guy just wants to destroy, like, I was gonna say, your Tanma would be like, I've been on a winning streak, and Kangi would be like, nah. They've got such a brilliant strategy. Ribuka's got such a brilliant strategy. It would be a shame if I were to ruin it. So that's basically what Kangi's gonna be like, oh yeah. No. Osen will come up with something and will ruin Ribuka's strategy, and I want to see that face of his when we've ruined his strategy. Just thinking about how you runs are really showing how young you all are. What? Would you mind elaborating on that, General? What do you makes you think there isn't a fourth option available? And he just puts his foot up like, yo, boy, I'm the boss, bitch. Like a fourth option? Instead of waiting to be attacked, we abandoned Retsubi altogether. Then we come crashing down on Gyo with every last soldier we have, taking the city for ourselves before we run out of supplies. Wah! That's far too reckless. That's why I called you guys runs. Do you still not get? That's what Osen has already been planning. The whole reason that guy rushed away in such a hurry was to go and confirm whether or not such an attack would be possible. Yeah. Runts. Those guys are absolute runts. Granted, that would have probably been my strategy, but I'm actually shocked that Shin didn't think about that, because that's something. Granted, Shin isn't he's got 10 for that for the strategy, but like that's something that I would think of, right? Straight away, I'd be like, so we can't stay here. Oh well, we'll just march on. That's literally what I would have done. Like we're already this far now. We're not gonna pack up. We're gonna go all out. We're gonna go all for it. That's exactly what, and especially with like the generals that you have on your side, Osen, Kanki, your town. I would have been like, yeah, let's just attack, bro. Let's just attack, bro. Let's just do it, bro. Let's just have some fun, bro. That's basically what I would be doing. But yeah. Yeah. I probably would have been called stupid unless I'm a general. If I'm a general, I can say it, and then people would be like, oh yeah, you're actually smart. You're truly smart. But if I would have said it as like a 4,000, 5,000 man commander, people would be like, you fool, you fool, spit at me in my face, like get this nonsense out of here. You see, that's the difference. Once you're a general, what you say actually makes sense. If you're not a general, you could be saying the exact same thing, and people would be like, heresy. Get this idiot out of here. So that's what I'm saying. 2 days after the joint armies of Shin took the city of Retsubi, or in other words, 2 days since Osen first vanished from Retsubi's wall, at long last, General Osen's journey has led him to within viewing range of the second largest in all of Zhao's territories, the city of Gyo. The target of the combined armies of Shin on this campaign, encapsulated by these staggering, huge and sturdy defenses, the most crucial stronghold within the Zhao royal capital zone. Just trying to scope it out. What? What's that stupidly huge watchtower? So this is Gyo. You only always see. That's all you really need with him. You always only see the eyes, just observing everything, observing the weak points, the structural integrity, everything. It is a far cry from the descriptions I've heard of it. It would seem the rumors of large-scale renovations on Ribuka's orders in recent years was true. Even the most foolish of generals could see that this is no simple city. Well, then the question is, what will the keen eye of Osen-sama be able to glean from this? Everyone's like instead of looking at the city, it's perfect. It's the perfect city. It will not fall to an attack. It will not fall to an attack. an ordinary attack. I mean, Riboku built it. Of all people, Riboku built it. So it is maybe like a sneak sabotage attack. I don't know. Then does that mean our campaign this time was all in vain? Osen-sama, Eiko, my lord. Bring out the map that shows the region around the capital, Clink Eye. There exist 8 cities along the path to Gyo, yes, not quite so. Our scouts report seeing another small town located northwest of Kyon. How many lead northwest? Roughly 20. Could he be? Yeah, he's intending to formulate a strategy right here on the spot. Yeah, he's like, improvise. You know, if you're not, you have to improvise on the spot. That's lunacy. We're right on the Zhao's doorstep. We came here with only a handful of men to avoid attracting attention too. If we're discovered by Zhao patrol, they'll all be able to easily rustle. Huh? Who the hell are you lot? And what exactly are you up to over there? Eiko. Is that Eiko? I think that's Eiko, right? Let me just make sure. Eiko. He's got like sick. That's how he looks like. Let's go. Yeah, that's Eiko. Straight away, that's Eiko. Eiko, first squad leader. You know, he knows exactly what Osen is all about. Doesn't look like you're with Gyo's garrison. State your name and affiliation. Eiko just like slices through both of them. Like, nah, what's wrong? What was that noise? There is more of them. Please hurry, Osen-sama. Eiko, I believe they outnumber us 2-1. Will that be an issue? Please take as long as you need, my lord. It's like just that simple. Like that's what I mean. That's where you like the first. You know, the first. Squad leaders, they know right what you're all about. It's the same with the Hishin, you know, of course. Like the people right under Shin, they all know who Shin is. They all know they can trust him. Same thing here. Eiko, I believe that our number is 2-1. Will that be an issue? Nah, son. Take your time, bro. He's just there, like, just. And meanwhile, just carnage going on everywhere. Oh, that is actually that is honestly a glorious panel. And obviously, we see some decapitation because it wouldn't be Kingdom without decapitation. And another 2 days after that, Osen would finally return to Retsubi. Well, he would immediately call for a gathering of all officers in the city. I'm sure some of you may have noticed already, but the plan devised by Shoryuken has now become impossible due to the city. Hence, the 3 combined armies will hereby advance past the Retsubi according to my strategy. We're still going deeper into Zhao territory. And now, with General Osen's strategy, that is to say, from this point on, this war shall become a battle of wits between Riboku and myself. We'll be taking all our rations with us, and we shall not be leaving anyone to guard Retsubi. We march on, we march on, we march on, we march forward. A battle between Osen and Riboku. Oh, bye. Riboku has had that hype. He's had that hype. So I want to see, I mean, he is, sorry, not Riboku. Osen has had that hype. He's had that hype. So I kind of want to see, because, you know, the whole time I was like, oh yeah, could be on the 6th-rate generals. You know, main family of the O family. Not like that side hoe, Oki. No. Main branch. So, let's see what this son has all about. What this dude can do. We march to take Gyo in the name of Shin. The combined armies of Shin finally leave Retsubi behind and take their first steps into Zhao's inner region, leaving not a single man behind. They have chosen to commit their entire manpower on this advance. Zhao Setsu City, a small city within the Taiko mountain range, located 2 days march away from Atsuo, the northwest entry to Zhao's capital. Urgent reports by bird. What? They actually came in? Why? Why did you choose to set foot inside? Do you mean you somehow found a way to escape when you inevitably become surrounded? If that's what you truly believe, then you will have made a grave mistake. Oh, no. This guy. Ryuko, I know you're smart. You're a friggin' genius, alright? But so is Osen. And when 2 geniuses fight, when it comes to chess, when 2 geniuses fight, there's only one victor. Most of the time, it's Magnus, but there's only one victor, alright? So let's see. Silence! As you all have heard, the forces of Shin have chosen to advance past the Retsubi and into inner Zhao, meaning that the one battle that will decide the fates of the states of Zhao and Shin now draws near. A battle that decides the fate of entire states. As mentioned before, Shin target appears to be Gyo. Were we to actually lose Gyo and have it fall into Shin's hands, then it will be as if Zhao suddenly finds itself with a knife poised at her throat. Zhao, a nation with 170 years of history since its first sprung into being during the partition of Jin, may very well be at risk of being wiped off the map. The fall of Zhao, however, if, on the other hand, we are able to annihilate these armies of Shin within our lands, then resources that Shin stands to lose in one fell swoop are also colossal. An army numbering 200,000 soldiers, 3 commanders at the level of great general in the form of Osen, Kanki, and Yotanma, as well as the various talented officers and aides that serve under them. To put it another way, destroying these Shin invaders will also mean the end of the Shin King's dream of unification, as one cannot be accomplished without the other. Through military might, Shin shall conquer the 6 states and unify the realm under a single banner. But of course, the result of this upcoming clash will, without any shred of uncertainty, be the latter outcome, our complete victory. Send a bird with orders for General Kocho in the mountain range to begin his attack on Retsubi. Also, dispatch messengers to the various armies and stand by within the inner region. We'll begin the encirclement strategy immediately. Yes, sir. So Osen, he clearly formulated something. And I'm not that smart, right? You know, I'm a genius, but I'm not a rocket scientist. So I want to see what Mr. Osen has in store for me. And what did I just get messages about? It's always the same people messaging me. In 30 minutes. Currently recording. Kappa. There you go. There you go. Simple like that. In 5 minutes, recording Kappa. China's predictions. China's predictions. Is China a person making some predictions right now? Thrust your blade toward the path of China's conquest. The very moment Shin's combined army set foot past Retsubi, news of it would instantly spread throughout the lands. So everyone's hearing about this way front lines. Gishi, urgent news, sir. Is that so? Is it accursed Shin? They finally, in Han, King Oan. The number of troops left at Retsubi is unknown, but all 3 commanders appear to have left. The troops of Zhao's capital remain within their city, Yan, King Qi. That's a nice name, King Qi. King Qi, he's very King Qi. Shi, Ribaku has yet to return to the inner zone. I see. And lastly, it would seem my good friends of Shin are seriously committing to everything to wiping Xiao out once and for all. True. Be more central, Hoshiku. What? Chinese. So Zhao will fall. Like hell they will. And then, do you mean Shin's attack shall fail? That's right. Does that mean Shin won't be able to reach Canton in... It ain't Canton, moron. Think? Foot. They're aiming for what's right below it, yo. You have so many... I mean, it makes sense, you know? With such a huge country, with such huge states, it makes sense that each one has, like, a genius on their side that can, like, recognize what is going on. And it is your belief that this Gyo will not fall to Shin. Yeah, it's impossible. What makes it so certain? Because the area around Zhao's capital is ridiculously easy to defend, even if you manage to push your way in. Osen's gonna surprise all of you. Osen is gonna surprise all of you. The genius, the true genius, is gonna come up with something that nobody would have anticipated and predicted. Even you lot. Even you, Karen, as long as they can recapture that entrance sandwich between the mountains and the river to seal them in, then all that's left is to slowly choke them to death. So this battle will end in Shin's failure, indeed. You can be Osen is gonna surprise you. Everyone thinks that, even Riboku. Everyone, I wanna see what he's got. It's a rabbit. I don't want to see what kind of rabbit he pulls out of his hat. You can be assured that the outcome will be so. Then, should we also send word to the capital and have them dispatch the Gaimo army to join us here at Gishi, Shukyo, at the very moment that Osen's combined armies are annihilated by Zhao? Will we push? I'm assuming that means we will push through the Tao army ahead of us and collapse onto the lands of Shin. Yes, sir. Suppose that Shin were truly to be utterly defeated in the future. Does that not mean we should also direct more of our troops toward the northern lines of operation? Well, it looks like little old Rian is starting to get a grasp of the art of war. There's no need for us to jump into action so soon, because even if Shin were to lose, Okay. And those won't bump jump away idiots will be the first to make a move anyway. Because of that, the Mobu army that has been keeping tabs on us will be forced to split up their forces to deal with Wei. And in that moment that happens, we punch right through him and push all the way into Kanju, crushing it into the ground. Once Shin has fallen into our hands, everything will be over. There will be no one left capable of stopping Chu. Man, I still can't shake off how this rubs me the wrong way. This sort of advice is far too insane. That's why you ain't a general yet, bruv. That's why you ain't a general. A plan that involves simply abandoning our key supply line in Retsubi. But it's all okay. Because we just need to take Gyo before we starve. Yeah. Bluntly speaking, it's a sort of strategy most unbecoming of one learned in the military arts, and that's why Kanki was like right away. Yeah, that's basically what we got to be doing, because he isn't really a normal military arts student. It's actually, when you think about it, Tanwa, not really a military arts student. Kanki, not really a military arts student. Osen is probably the most studied and learned in military arts because he was probably taught that as a young lad. Because main family. This is exactly the sort of suicide mission you were talking about back in Kanju, Ohon. You're probably the only one here that is in a position to give a word to the general, Osen. Yeah. Ohon, obviously. Yeah. The Supreme Commander has made up his mind. All that remains for us to do is to hold our posts with our lives. Yeah. I think he knows how scary his father is. Ohon, no, we won't. We most certainly will. Whose side are you on, boss? Are we going to get completely wiped out? Well, if we lose, then sure. Then we just need to... And how do you propose we do that? Don't ask me. He's like, it's all about us, honey. I trust him. Even the boss cannot think of a way to win. Ergo, he said we just need to win, so that's what we'll have to do. Wow. That's just changed my life. He just said we need to win and not lose. And we'll win. And now that's what we have to do. Wow. An epiphany. I've learned so much. Oh, then would the most esteemed strategist, Raido-sama, be willing to share his wisdom with this foolish little Maroon? Shut up before I kill you. You want me to tell you the one thing that I do know, Maroon? Very much so, Glup. I've never really given a rat's ass about it, but me and Osen do go pretty far back. Ever since we both served as old Hakuro's deputies, and as far as I know, that bastard never picks a fight that he can't win. He picked a fight with Fubaku, and he's certain that he can win that. Okay. I sound like Ness right now. Okay. Never picks a fight that he can't win. As the three armies of Shin continued their march under the watchful eyes of allies, enemies, and all of our observers alike, the very first move that Osen would make as part of his offense on Gyo, give the order, Akko, yes sir, would be the separation of your Tanwa's 50,000 strong armies away from the main force. Is it because they're just faster because they're like the mountain folks? Bajo, Tajifu, we're counting on you. Leave it to us. Fortune be with you, your Tanwa Dono. Having split off from the other two armies, the mountain armies would then advance in the northeast direction. I see what's going on. The splitting of all the army, having like one army take the whole city, while everyone else is dealing with like the encirclement. Is that's what's going on here? Making straight for where the 90,000 strong Kosen Ryo army had set up formation. Put your mask on. Bring off death. What's the big idea of having just the mountain people split off to engage the enemy? That northeastern Zhao army could outnumber them by around 40,000 soldiers, No, that was a smart move to make. The largest threat to our advance on Gyo right now is that Zhao army right there. So long as your Tanwa keeps it engaged and locked down, we'll be able to make for Gyo at full speed without worry of being flanked or attacked in the rear. So we're using our allies as shields again? Yeah. But it's an entirely different scale. Yeah, it's not like a 2-to-1. Well, no, it's under like 40k more soldiers scale. It can't be helped, because there is a limit on how long our men can keep fighting. Rumble, eh? Wow, look at that. It's a supply teams. There are so many of them. It stretches out as far as the eye can see. Damn. 10, is that the thing you mentioned? Yeah. That's right. That right there is our entire army's lifeline. If we don't manage to take Yo before that runs out, we are finished. There you go. Now, with its commander, General Osen in the lead, the remaining Shin armies had just about gotten enough time to ramp up the speed of their advance. But it was at this exact moment, Echo, my lord, that Osen would choose to make a most bizarre move, which We're changing heading on me. What? Changing heading? All troops, prepare to change heading. Make sure to pass it along to the rear. Follow those ahead of you. Why? But why? I don't understand. All troops, prepare to make sure. Yeah, we're changing heading. Pass it along down the line. Tell them to follow the ones ahead. Don't lose sight of them. We're changing direction. We're switching targets. The hell? What's going on? Did we find some shortcut? No idea. What's going on? This route should be the fastest one to go. Whatever does this mean, boss? Hell if I know. Who would have expected Osen to suddenly direct this army of 100,000 a sharp turn northwards? Had it taken... Handsome, but this is no way. 10. What the hell is Osen playing an attack? And suddenly attack Gotha, a small city completely unrelated to Go. I told you, I don't know. Archers, brace. Is that where they're gonna like set up their supplies, or maybe there's like food in Gotha, and that's why they're taking it because people are living there. So maybe that's why they're taking that over so they have more supplies? Question mark. But they'll have to take that quick, and they'll have to take that like that. What's Osen? What's he planning? The most foolish. That's called the most foolish of plans. Great. So they're just slaughtering everyone. Riboku. You could have mentioned earlier that you had such a fierce tiger lying dormant so close to Yan's border. The only one to sleep. Don't. It. Are we talking about Oh no. It's the okay. It's the other person that like defends his hometown. That's basically all he does. How interesting. We don't see him. No, we barely see him. Like just flowing hair. For a second I thought it was someone else. They told me I'm the machine. Yeah, no. That's for another time maybe. But yeah, right now we're in this position right now. The most fierce of tiger lying dormant so close to Yan's border. How interesting. Let's go. Order-sama, I bring urgent news. It concerns Zhao Eastern main army. I see. Zhao's eastern commander, Choyaku, is as slow as always. Took him long enough to come. We left Botratse's army in position to welcome him when he arrives. No, sir, that Zhao army is not heading for us at all. They've instead advanced eastwards into our territory and are currently laying siege to Ri City. What did you say? Meantime, you have to retreat. Urgent report, sir. We just received a top priority message from you, City, by bird. Glop. From you, City? Ri has already fallen by this point, and there's the same Zhao army has now moved onto attacking you, City, instead. Choyaki-sama, the ladders are in place. Zei-sama, the lord of the city, is desperately requesting reinforcements. Who are you calling slow? Ri has already fallen, and now you is next, and they're intending to cut off our path of retreat. What? From the siege, King Daojiang ninth, the translation of falling apart here a little bit, 9th year of reign. Zhao invades and captures the 2 Yan cities, Li, Ri, and Yang, Yu. Order-sama, General Order-sama. This is not the sort of plan that imbecile Choyaku would come up with. It's Riboku. That most likely it was given. It was this idea given to him by Riboku earlier in advance food. So it looks like they're not planning on taking this lying down glop. But the one thing that rubs me the wrong way is that his plan hinges on the assumption that that man, with his puny 5,000 garrison, will be able to hold my 20,000 soldiers at bay. And if Riboku's making that kind of plan, I'm pretty sure he will. This was my failing. I originally set out to conquer enough of their northeast that they wouldn't even be able to retaliate. But instead, we have had you and Ri take it from us, and that loss will greatly impact Yan's grand strategy. We head back to retake what is rightfully ours, aye sir, while at the same time hunting down that slow Choyaku, yes sir. I'll remember your name, and this won't be the last time you've seen of me. Shiba Show. They're retreating. It's a whole retreat. Shall we pursue them, Glop? We are returning to Seika. That's just defending Seika. That's literally all he's about. That's basically what Riboku said. Ran City, located 1 day's travel from Azio. There it is. It's Ran. Riboku-sama, to have come so quickly. We had expected you to arrive tomorrow. Have fresh mounts been prepared? Of course, sir. We will take a small break, then set off once again. Apologies, but could you provide some food and water for our men? Certainly, right away. Ah, Riboku-sama. We do have one good piece of news. Thanks to Chogoku-sama successfully taking Yan's Ryu and Yo, the Odo army is withdrawn from northeastern Zhao. Oh, is that true, Ken Hodono? Yes. While the damage is still unknown, Yan's soldiers have definitely withdrawn. Riboku-sama, it would appear you were successful. Shiba show. Like with a 5,004 taken on 24, like, yeah, son. Out of the way, son. Out of the way, son. That commander of the northeast, Chahaku, should be able to handle the rest. With this, we won't have to worry about Yon anymore, and we can finally focus all our attention on Shin. Then, what of the Shin armies? How close to Gyo have they advanced after leaving Retsubi? That is, it may sound hard to believe, but going by our messenger birds, the Shin army did not make for Gyo at all, and instead have moved to siege Gota, a small city along the route to Gyo. He's shocked. What? What on earth? Like, what's going on here? Masaka, Nani? It looks like the city is in flames. Are they burning the city? Making a detour to the small city when we're already racing against the clock. Not only that, but he actually decided to attack and capture it. Just what the hell is our Supreme Commander thinking? Let's just head on inside first, Shin. Kanki soldiers are killing everyone, of course. Yeah, I found them. They were hiding it under the rations. Food. Yeah. We hit the jackpot too pretty much for a small city, Yes, it ain't one of the inner cities for nothing. Damn it, those scumbags are at it again in a town like this. Hold up, Shin Mountain. Just this once, we have need of them and their noses. Noses? We found hidden underground food storages under the city's lord's estate and outside the walls. Of course, we've also confiscated all of the common food citizens. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought they would do. Attack the city to get the food down to the last grain as well. Nice job. We've completely cleaned them out, you could see. You heard him, boss man. It would have been far quicker if we had just unleashed the Saki clan on them instead of being forced to go over it with all that I can't read. Be forced to go over it all with a fine-tooth comb, however. But seeing as the Supreme Commander declared that anyone who lays a hand on the citizens shall be summarily executed, we had no choice but to do it the hard way, or at least our boys. Okay, that's nice. That's nice of him, at least. You know, anyone who lays a hand on the citizens shall be summarily executed. That's very, very nice of him. So, even though he's like fierce and tense maniac, at least that's the impression I have. He's still a very nice person. He's sparing the civilians, but taking all their food. So basically, just killing them regardless. But look at them. They're still taking all the volume. Who cares? They still got away with their life. Out of the way. Piss off to the ground to the east. Seemed like that was the condition to make Kanki's men follow orders. Ultimately, the only thing we're after is the food. Wait, hang on. I'll admit that this will give us a boost to our limited supplies, but considering we're fielding 200,000 soldiers here, it's like a drop in the bucket. Not only that, but taking the city costs us half a day worth of ration too, and at the same time, we've given those Cell armies defending this area half a day's time for free as well. If we seriously came here just for the sole purpose of gathering food supplies, then this would be the most foolish of plans that I've ever heard of. Roll credits. 10. Kaio 10 is completely correct. However, there is still one mystery that remains unsolved. Why was General Osen willing to go to such lengths to protect the people of the city? Oh, I get it. I don't even need to scroll down. I get it. Send them all ahead. Send them all ahead. And if they open their gates, you can smuggle in. If they let them outside, it means that they are willing to risk. Yeah, that's a good strategy. What's going on? Gathering all of us here like this. There is Kanki men over there. Did they gather us all to kill us all? No doubt about it, we're going to die. There is nothing for you to fear. As Supreme Commander of this army, you have the guarantee that of Osen that none of you will come to any harm. Was Osen actually a really just general all along? Thank you. No. This isn't on the level of being just. For the Supreme Commander to act like this to conquered citizens is already far too abnormal in itself. Handsome, what is his lordship? It's pretty obvious. What is this fast? It should have been, but it's pretty obvious what they're planning. Go to the next castle. You'll get food there. Nonetheless, This is war. So though it pains my heart, we have no choice but to rob you of your food and take the city for ourselves. And now I must cast you out with no food left to sustain yourself. Then you must make for the neighboring city before your strength runs out. Forgive me. I'm 100 IQ. Actually, no, I'm 10,000 IQ. He's at 10,000 IQ. Not at all, General. The fact that you are sparing us alone makes us grateful. My daughters are fine too, all thanks to you. Then go. May the heavens grant you safe passage. Thank you so much. Nah, these guys are so stupid. Beyond stupid. Beyond stupid. What the kind general is, we're alive. They even released all the prisoners and let them go, let them come too. So we should still hurry. Those Kanki men might change their mind at any time. Dad died in the battle. Why are we thanking them? That's different. It'll be hard for the elderly to make it to Kun City. Then what other choice do we then have? What the hell's going on? Wait, let me think for a bit. At the very least, one thing is clear. I was wrong. The general wasn't after General Osen. Didn't come here just for the pillage the food. His real act was without its citizens. There's those civilians he released outside just now, precisely. But I still have no idea what exactly he's trying to accomplish with this. Gotten no grasp of the idea yet. On to the next city we go. Yeah. Off we go. What? 10-year strategist. How are you not catching on? How are you not catching on? You should be catching on. I caught on right away. Why are you not catching on? 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the last chapter for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let us begin. Shino Royal Capital, Kanju. The three armies have chosen to abandon Retsubi. Now, it's as Shohei-kun said. Let him work on the fly. While our banners still fly above the city, no soldiers have been left to defend it. General Osen's message states as Retsubi will soon be reclaimed by the Zhao. Do not send any more supplies. What? What do you mean? My lord, that they have abandoned Retsubi means, they have discarded the plan that we had passed on to them, and now those three combined armies are moving according to Osen's strategy. Osen's strategy? What? That can't be. Why would they abandon Retsubi? What will prompt them to discard our plan and move deeper in? There is no doubt that our plan was watertight up until this point. However, it would appear that due to some unforeseen reason they have been forced to adjust. They wouldn't. The correct move be to simply call for a complete retreat. Now the three armies have been forced into a situation where they have no other choice but to siege and take down Gyo before the provisions run out. Leaving that aside for now, what action did they take next? If you allow me, it appears that first the 50,000 men of the Yotanwa army split off to engage a 90,000 strong Zhao army, to act as a shield for the rest of the march, I presume. Then, how close to Gyo are the remaining 150,000? No, you see, the bulk of our forces did not make for Gyo and instead attacked the small city of Gotha located nearby. What do you mean? What do you mean? If their supply line has been cut off, then shouldn't they be rushing to attack Gyo as soon as possible? Was it to pillage them for supplies? No, that can't be. Shohei-kun, just what is? He's turning to the king. What is it, Osen? Just what in the world are you Why? He's like, I don't know myself. Am I thinking wrong here? Is that what's happening? Am I thinking wrong here? Like, am I overthinking things? Am I in the wrong here? I think clearly, like, get rid of civilians, send them off on their way, and then you either sneak in, like, some soldiers in there, or you wait until they open the gates and then you attack. But that's basically what you're gonna do. Why is nobody else thinking of that? What is it, Osen? Just what in the world are you hoping to achieve there? He really is doing the exact same thing as the last city, taking all the city's food before casting its people outside. What the hell is the point of doing all of this good? The current is taking shape. The current. Hey, General Shin, shut your mouth for once, breath. Is this really the time for us to be doing this sort of thing? Aren't we supposed to be heading for Gyo as fast as we can? Shin. Aren't the mountain tribes acting as our shields for that right now? The special right of an idiot, voicing thoughts that no one else is brave enough to. This Osen comes up to him, like, stares him down like, boy. I wonder if he... I scrolled out and I see it. I scrolled out and I see it. I was gonna say, I wonder if he, like, notices Oki's glaive. I scrolled just a tiny, you can't see it. It's like half the top page, half the bottom page. I scrolled just a tiny bit and I see the glaive in one panel. The iron glaive, General Oki's glaive, even if it is by the quickest route. It will take one more day for Riboku to reach Kantan from his original... Oh, he's telling him. You see, nobody else was brave enough to ask the questions. Shin is like, sonny. Hey, what's it, bro? How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro? Hey. So, okay. Even if it is by the quickest route, it will take one more day for Riboku to reach Kantan from his original position. Then for him to mobilize the inner city's soldiers that have been on standby will take a day as well. Finally, actually traveling to Gyo will cost him yet another day. It is absolutely imperative that we have finished all of our preparations before that moment. 7 more cities lie between our current location and Gyo. We shall split ourselves into 3 groups: the Ocean Army, the Kanki Army, and the combined Gyoko, and Hishin unit. Each shall take a separate heading and capture the cities as we progress east, making sure to match our pace. Huh? Okay, makes sense. Upon taking each city, you will do exactly as we have done here. Take away all the city's food stockpiles and chase its citizens east. East. Urgent news! Retsubi has been reclaimed by... Yeah, that was understood. Roughly 50,000 soldiers have descended from the Taika Mountains and recaptured the city. Furthermore, it appears they've started to assume formations outside the city too. Retsubi has fallen. So finally, our exits have been blocked off too. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That was all part of the plan. The part that civilians are the key here. The civilians are the key, not the food, it's the civilians. Finally, our exits have been blocked off too. Looks like the only direction left to go is east. Send a messenger to Yotanwa. Tell her she is to make sure she keeps up with the rest of us. We will be increasing our pace from this point on, yes sir. There we go. Maki Plains, Yotanwa Army vs. Koshon Ryo Army. Bastards! So long as we don't attack them, they're content to not make any moves. But the moment we challenge them, they fight like men possessed. They are mountain apes. They're overestimating themselves. They think they can delay us with an army half our size. No, you are gonna die. It would be us who would benefit most from drawing this out, not them. The moment Retsubi returns to our hands is the moment the hourglass on their supplies begins counting down. But I do not know what exactly the Shin are hoping to achieve by coming inside here. There is no doubt that with every passing day, their noose around their neck grows speaking of necks, my neck is calling me. Their noose around their necks grows tighter and tighter, and together, with the first pangs of hunger, will they begin to realize just how foolish it was of them to step past the point of no return into Inijao. General, we have word that the Shin seem to be moving their formation slightly eastwards. Nothing they can do can change the situation they're in. Maintain distance and follow them. Yes, sir. Shin Army route. Oh, my days. Shin Army route and refugee route. I mean, refugees are all heading east. The Shin Army is all heading towards all the little... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Shin Kanki, okay. Osen, okay. Okay, makes sense. Gyokuha, Gakuha, and Hishin, okay. Under Osen's precise instruction, the 3 groups split up and successfully captured a string of medium and small-sized cities, resulting in an ever-increasing number of refugees swarming their way eastwards. Or are they trying to, like... No, that wouldn't work. I'm starving. Maybe they are. Like, send all the civilians to, like, the main city, and then have them starve out. Like a battle of who starves first, basically. Kobin-sama, many of our people came from Ryoyo to the north. Wouldn't we receive more aid if we headed there instead? No, it seems there is a battle going on to the north with as many as 100,000 soldiers. Going north and we'll just get dragged into that mess. Eek! So for now, our only course is to make for the east. So hungry. Yeah, Santan. Taking over cities, but just moving on to the next instead of holding it just so we can create refugees. Seriously, what the hell is he making us do? I get it now. Oh, you figured something out, cute Kaitan. They're locusts. Pretty much. Locusts? Pretty much. All heading east. They're all heading east. It's the Great Migration. And just those huge herds of refugees were beginning to appear in the south region of Inajao. Go up. At long last, Riboku arrives back in the Zhao capital, Kansan. Riboku-sama. Yeah. It's exactly what I thought he would. Like, basically use them to infiltrate, basically like use the soldiers and then either starve them out, all the people that are hungry, and the cities in the east won't have that kind of food to really to really help all these people, and then it's going to be a real battle of attrition, I guess, with like the extra little bit of food that they take from like the city walls and whatnot. It's like, yeah, yeah, he's playing the game. 5D chess right here, ladies and gentlemen. 5D chess. Or you could have smuggled some, of your soldiers in and be like, oh yeah, I'm starving too, to blend in, and then like take the city from the inside. Both ways would have actually worked, in my opinion. But it's probably the former. But glad I'm like a bigger genius than all of them. Even Riboku, even Shonen-kun, because they couldn't figure out what was going on. I figured it out right away. I was like, yeah, okay, so that's what they're doing. They were like, Nani? I don't understand. Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, I see you right away. I see you, son. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kingdom chapter 511 to 515. I will be seeing you all, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. Hopefully my throat, my chest is a bit by then. But until then, have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen. I see you then. Peace out. Have a nice day. Bye and peace out. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time, everybody, peace out and have a nice day. Bye.